And welcome, welcome, welcome. And again, The Star is Born follows me around. That's a fantastic movie. Fantastic.
I like that movie.
I love it. Ladies, have you seen the movie A Star is Born?
Not yet, but I've heard great things.
You got to get there today.
Yeah, I heard.
You got to get there today and watch this movie. I'm going to predict movie of the year.
Fantastic.
And Lady
movie.
Gaga, and what's the gentleman's name?
Bradley Cooper.
Both of them up for Academies easily. This has got to be one of the most powerful things I've seen in a long time. But welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York. Welcome to part
3.
2.5. 2.5.
We did brunch, lunch, and now we're on to 1 o'clock.
I have lost count. Hold that thing up. We had brunch hour with Mr. Ned, who's building us a Brooklyn Café bridge out of wood.
And in the meantime?
What happened to that thing? What?
What thing?
It's over there, the horses.
Yes, it's been gone for a while.
That's it?
Yeah. And Ned did this during brunch. He pulled out an abstract, decided to take his little oiler boiler and sketch out Freddie, and a little bit of me on this one. But he got your hat down, Freddie, and it's kind of cool.
He loved my hat. He didn't put your face in, but he loved my hat. That's an abstract. That's what they call an abstract.
He loved your hat. He didn't put my face in, so maybe he loved you.
Well, we had to have a read.
Ned Moulton did a great job on that. That was our brunch, and then lunch. We had lunch here with Corner Porch, located right at 85 Southeast 6th Avenue in Delray Beach. Free parking right next door. Happy hour Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all day. They open every day at 10 a.m. Brunch is every day at 10 a.m. And this Saturday, if you go in Halloween costume, whatever you're wearing, happy hour pricing all day and all night.
Happy hour if you go dressed. So you can say, you can get dressed like a dummy and say, listen, trick or treat, and you're done.
No, just go dress. Just have some fun. And then as we're talking to
Of course, a
Corner
gangster.
Porch, guess who walks in with our beautiful Monday arrangement? Blossom Moments Flower with Jermina. Oh my gosh, this lady, I'm telling you, the kindest. You know, everyone walks in with an energy and an aura. Every time you walk in, all you can do is smile and feel good.
Thank you.
What is your
God
what?
is the
What do
best
people
thing.
call you? What is your nickname? What is your handle? What is your trademark name? And if you don't have one, we're to give you one.
Well, give me one because
No,
I don't have
But
one.
what do your friends call you?
Sometimes they call me Mimi.
Of course they do.
Of course you do. That's my sister's name.
You asked.
I will
right?
never
My
forget that.
family actually call me Mimi.
Why do they call you Mimi?
They took it out, Jermina. So
My grandmother's name was Mimi. Of course it was.
There's a interesting song of Mimi. My sister's called Mimi. I've known her for about 56 years. But that could work.
If you look at our set, the incredible change and feel of what Jermina has brought from Blossom Moments Flower to our set. Every Monday she brings a new arrangement. On Wednesday she comes, she replaces, she spruces up the set, she takes the old ones out, puts in new ones. The smell from the lilies that you brought in last Monday, they're still magnificent. We walked in today and the entire gallery smells like lilies and flowers. Lynette shaking her head, yes. And Dr. Lynette has a little bit of a tweak.
And those are green roses?
yes,
Those
Where
are-
the hell did you get green roses?
at the store.
At the store, it's very simple. And she delivered a beautiful arrangement to our friend Faith Washington, who lost her mom. She delivered them
Our condolences,
yesterday. Our
yes.
condolences to Faith on that.
Hey, Troy, instead
I
of
was
coffee,
So happy.
Troy,
Was she?
instead of coffee, Troy, do me a favor. Order some flowers for Mama.
There you go.
Order flowers for your mother. Do a little something, something for somebody else.
Blossom Moments Floral, 561-951-6343. And as I say over and over again, it's not just the big events that you want flowers to enjoy. It's every day. Every day they should bring a smile. And every day when I get to walk in here, I see these beautiful flowers. And you walk in,
I kind of like this.
at the orange right here, the
I
orange
kind of
roses.
like it. It like we can clear this whole
We
thing out
can
of the
clear a
way.
lot of the stuff off of here and just
kinda
keep
like
the
that.
flowers. And purple roses are always my favorite. You know, every time you come, I say those are my favorite. And you come again, and these are my favorite.
Those are roses too?
Yes.
Holy smokes! And what's the green stuff?
Flowers?
Hyacinths or something?
What's it
is
called?
that?
Hyperlecta?
Hyacinths, I think you're called.
Hyacinth? You know, you like
that.
you one scary broad. You know that? I just got to say that because you are like a book of
You have
information.
so much information in your head, Dr. Lynette. It's
It
amazing.
spills out of your ears. But it's an amazing bouquet that you've put together. Again, what's her number, huh?
561-951-6343, bmgevents.net. You can find her on Facebook. Tag her, the Blossom Moments Floral. You have to find it. And on Instagram, as much as we can tag you, we need to, because what you bring, and you do all of this from your home.
Yes.
That's even more amazing, right? And it's truly a gift from your heart. And you can feel her energy and everything she gives from the heart.
Well, flowers always bring energy to the heart. It's just a very common thing. You go to weddings, you go to funerals. There's always that.
But then there's every day, the rest of life,
Should be.
between the events that you should celebrate. Again, back to your theory of Christmas and Thanksgiving every day.
It's funny because people laugh at me. They ain't laughing no more. They're just not. Now, in your house, do you have flowers everywhere?
No, I wish.
What do you mean, no?
Really?
No. Mimi.
They're not everywhere.
You go to the bathroom, flowers. You go to the bedroom, flowers. Living room, flowers.
I only have flowers in the bathroom sometimes, but I mostly have plants.
Is A4 on?
Yeah.
You have
Okay.
plants, and we have. She brought us Lucky Bamboo when she first started. We have the Lucky Bamboo. I mean, there's so many.
And they're
beautiful
facing
things around
north.
here.
The
How do you
lucky
know?
bamboo. Because it's right behind me. I can feel it.
How do you know it's facing north?
Because if you turn it around, it's still facing north, Dawn. Just follow
Because
the
it's behind
bouncing
you.
ball there, Missy.
Okay,
right.
we'll figure it all out. But thank you, Jamina. These are magnificent. And Dr. Lynette says she can put some of her probiotic from the airbiotics in the flowers to even last longer.
Probiotics from the airbiotics. So it's like all biotic.
Well, it's
Well-
what we feel, right?
Yeah, well, it's a soil bacterium, so it makes a lot of sense that would prolong the life of flowers.
It makes a lot of sense to her.
Now, my son, when he was here, he didn't get a chance to meet you because they were working and had to catch a flight out. He wanted to know what your background is.
I did an undergraduate in biochemistry and psychology.
Biochemistry. That's what I told him.
Yeah.
I took a stab in the dark, and she's a biochemist.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and says, "You're making that up." I go, "No, I'm not making it up. If you listen to her, she sounds like a biochemist."
It's unfortunate but true.
Yeah, but you have your doctorate as a neuropathic doctor.
As a naturopathic doctor, and I also have a fellowship with the Anti-Aging Academy here in America. So I did, a fellowship here as well.
This woman has so much information. And we've
Now-
got Dr. Lee with us, who's in from Boston.
I know you flew in. Are you tired?
No, her arms are rested by now.
Amazing.
No, I'm telling you, look at this packet of information. I did not even send it to you that she sent me that we're going to go over today.
You always leave me in the dark.
Would you have read about estrogen dominance in menopause?
Absolutely not.
Nah, that's what I thought. So I thought, why fill you in before the show? We're
Do you
just gonna
know,
go right
it's
with
very
it.
important that the male audience that we have learn about what is up you women's trees.
Well, you know what? There's andropause,
I think it's the men that's up our trees.
isn't it? It didn't
No,
we
you
talk
bring us
about-
up a tree because we don't know this information.
But think about men's hormones. They change
We don't have
too as
hormones.
you age.
We're homo free.
Yeah.
Hormone free. Hormone free. Let me come out right.
Lord.
We are hormone free. We don't have those problems. Look at, hey Troy, do you have any
Hormone.
hormonal problems? No.
Yeah, Freddie, it's like your peanut spread. There's certain things you just do not say well.
I can't
Sorry.
believe you said that.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Your peanut
God.
spread?
And you said it again.
So all those of you that think Freddie didn't, yeah, we're going to go there. But men have hormone regulations as well when they age.
We regulate? No, you know what happens to men?
What
All
happens?
kidding aside, we go downhill. It's all over.
What happens, Dr. Lee? Right?
It's
It's
all
not
over.
just about women's hormones. It's about men's
Can you
hormones.
help a man that downhill all the way?
Yes, I think men also has estrogen. So
We have that?
Yeah, you have testosterone, but also you have estrogen. So if
Where do I
you-
keep mine?
You,
In your
you
pocket.
need to keep your testosterone at optimal level.
Okay.
If it's too much, then men become very aggressive. They're not patient. They don't connect with each other. But now, because men are so overweight, some of men, not all men, and because they drink so much alcohol,
Yeah.
and that enhance the production of estrogen,
Enhances or depletes?
increased.
It increases.
Yeah.
So we don't want to have estrogen.
No.
We wanna have-
You want to have a little bit so your brain can connect to each other.
Well, trust me, we don't have any of it. So what is it what men should have? If it's not estrogen, we're going to keep away from that. Stop drinking, guys. Then what do men need? Because men, we start breaking down mentally at a very young age.
Yeah,
like
that's
2.
why we
She says
need
yeah.
to optimize the level of testosterone.
Right, how do we do that?
So you gotta eat healthy, right? And have a very healthy relationship with a partner. You need to have regular sex.
But what if you can't have regular sex because you are depleted of Tostones.
Things don't work the way they're supposed to work.
Oh.
That's why you need herbs and acupuncture.
Herbs.
Yes.
Herbs.
Certain Chinese herbs can help to optimize the testosterone level, enhance the.
In men.
Yes. You can take supplement like DHEA, but it only give you the precursor to produce testosterone. But you want your own body to produce testosterone. That way you don't have to rely on anything.
And what is DHEA? What is that?
That's
Like
it's
goat
a-
weed or something?
Was it
It's called
dihydro?
DHEA when you buy it.
You remember when the Land of Braves, when that guy was taking the supplement,
No.
and remember it was what was it he take epidione or something, but it was a testosterone precursor. So it was a step before testosterone, but he was actually busted as using an enhancer because it was so close metabolically.
Wasn't
to
that Sylvester
testosterone.
Stallone in Australia?
No, he I think he had growth hormone or something. With
Oh,
him.
HGH.
That's completely different. But this is something that androstenedione is what it was.
Okay.
So I forget his name. When the Atlanta Braves were winning all the time, they had that whole thing going on.
Right.
He actually was tested and got caught with this contraband substance that increases testosterone production.
There's like DHEA, and then there's the wild yams that women take in the creams, right? But there's so many things you don't know how to regulate, and then there's side effects to all of these supplements sometimes. And people take them, you don't know what the side effects are. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable going to Dr. Lee and letting her do her acupuncture because you've been doing this how long?
27 years.
27 years.
Yeah, but you know, I just
And
I
it's
can't.
painless.
But I can't put my hands around taking a supplement as a
Versus the
precursor to work.
Well, sometimes it actually just gives a little boost that you need, but it should be regulated with blood work and making sure you're not overdoing it.
Well, can you
That's the
take too
thing,
much
right?
of this stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can.
That's why you
So
need
what
blood
happens?
work.
You walk around like a maniac.
Well, that's what happened with the Blade Runner and all these people that go crazy. I mean,
That's what happens when you're not regulated. That's
Come
why
big apes.
supplements can be dangerous.
Hold
You
on.
have to
So
be regulated.
women are regulated and they're nutso to begin with. So
you
we're going to
know-
make them nutso?
Do you know there are times that doctors prescribe hormone replacements without checking women's hormone levels?
Well, that's ridiculous. A guy who
But you
does
know what
that
happens.
shouldn't be practicing.
and also like with herbs, with men, if you want to upright, like when I was doing some bodybuilding a few years ago and I had trouble gaining muscle, I actually took some of these testosterone enhancing herbs, which didn't make me a steroid monkey or anything like that. Forgive my French or whatever you want to call it. But what it did is upregulated my natural testosterone production. So I took maca, I took tribulus terrestris. There are certain things we can take when our own levels decline that will help the body produce more. It's not like you're injecting it. Your body is...
You're drinking it.
No, you're taking an herb that your body... It's facilitating your body's ability. It's giving it a little bit of help, like a little bit of a boost.
And then if you stop taking it, then you're right back to the drawing board to zero again?
Well,
So that's
not
why
necessarily.
You need other achievement, like you're gonna eat right food and exercise, so that you can actually improve the endocrine system function. So while you have this little boost, and then your circulation get better, your metabolism increase, and then you have energy to exercise to do the right thing, and plus electric acupuncture can stimulate the area on your belly or on your legs. And then your own body started producing more, and then you gradually cut down the supplement. So you won't take that forever, but if you want to take that, lower dosage would be better than higher dosage, because then your body will pick up the signal, you have too much. I'm going to shut down my adrenal gland or testicles. I'm not going to produce anymore.
She's going to shut down the testicle.
Pretty much. That's what she said.
Testicle out.
Done.
You're going to be detesticalized.
Done. That's what
Holy
she said.
I
smokes.
think that's called neutering.
I got to get up now.
When I
I
went
was
for the
feeling a little
acupuncture-
uncomfortable.
When I went a couple weeks ago, you did the electrical stim
Yeah.
on the acupuncture. I'd never had that before. It doesn't hurt. You don't even really feel it.
What did she do?
I just connect the needles with the microcurrent, so it's constantly vibrate the needles to stimulate the points. Usually it's related with the kidney function, spleen function, stomach. So you have two things. One is like you enhance your kidney function, so your endocrine system becomes stronger. The other things, your digestive system gets stronger, so you produce more happy hormones. And Dr. Lynette also has probiotic product will help enhance the digestion, right?
That's right. So
Which product do you have that helps with
Yeah,
that?
what is
Wait,
that?
You're holding out
well,
on
Yeah,
us.
how you
when
got
you
going?
look at the dynamics of the body and how everything is contingent on pH and bacterial levels, externally or internally, basically. So when you look at certain dynamics, like say menopause, for example, low estrogen has been associated with low lactobacillus. Lactobacillus is very important for gut permeability. So if you, basically what that means is that if this goes down, you are going to have more stuff leak into your blood system and more autoimmune reactions, where your immune system is attacking like bone cells and just making your bones weaker. Things are happening that shouldn't be happening just because stuff is leaking from your gut into your bloodstream.
Leaky gut.
Leaky gut syndrome.
And what's getting into your bloodstream?
Bacterial byproducts, proteins, like say gluten is a big protein, milk proteins are big, and this is why these give a lot of problems in terms of digestion and autoimmune disease, is because they are so big and we have so many. We eat it every day and our guts get tired of it and they're like, I can't deal with it anymore. So it pushes it out into the bloodstream where the immune system thinks it's a disease and it attacks itself.
Let's go to commercial break. Well, we got a lot to cover. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. He was on a fast
I
until
was.
an hour ago.
You stink.
Give us a call, and we will be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With V-Card Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. V-Card is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. V-Card fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. V-Card is a powerful networking tool that g.vcardinfo.com.
Do you suffer from pain, anxiety, or inflammatory autoimmune disease? Are you ready to feel your best and take responsibility for your own health? At thewellnesslabstore.com, we offer an array of CBD cannabinoid products to help increase immunity, reduce pain, regulate your moods, and improve sleep. CBD works by interacting with a person's endocannabinoid system to keep your body in balance. Visit thewellnesslabstore.com and begin your journey to a life of better health. Safe for all ages and your pets with no psychotropic effects. Contact us today, thewellnesslabstore.com.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Café, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddy S at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we back.
And we're back.
I keep forgetting the rejoiner doesn't have. Thank you.
Thank you. Troy says, Freddie's still eating eggs and hummus.
Hey, Troy, forget about what I'm eating. Where your flower order? Order your flowers for Mama.
And we're back. Or that's you listening to on your phone.
What was that?
That's you listening to it on your phone.
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
And there you have it. Dr. Lee, how can you regulate all of this with acupuncture, though?
So the acupuncture help to bring the energy to your like adrenal gland or ovaries for men, like testicles and
Like
that
like
will-
testicles or testicles? Because if there's something like a like.
Like if you still have your testicles and just hasn't shut them down yet. I'm just kidding.
Okay, that's it.
More coffee, you know.
Freddie has
coffee-
been neutered.
Yeah, the coffee causes inflammation. Have some water.
So when you have increased or improved the function of endocrine system, then you produce more balanced hormones. Instead of getting testosterone cream or injection, actually testosterone can go up too high and making your blood pressure go up and enlarge the prostate and sweating too much, excessive sweating. So those high level of artificial hormones can also influence your partner's hormones. Like I have patients use testosterone cream and their partner started growing hair. And not only there, because the ovaries started producing more testosterone, because women also have testosterone. But if it's too much, then you started growing facial hair and the leg hairs and even the back hairs. So
But what your partner does can influence you.
yes, if they use the cream, and the cream can be absorbed through the skin. So I think the natural way, using some herbal supplement, like cut down the alcohol, and that reduce the stress is also a big thing for acupuncture. If you stress level reduce, and then for women the progesterone, and for men testosterone will go up, and that's keeping us have like a tone the muscle, less wrinkles, and if testosterone drop too fast, then you're gonna have depression, gaining weight, and many wrinkles, and a low
Many
libido.
wrinkles.
Yes.
I heard when I was standing over there getting a cup of coffee, something about hairy ovaries. You grow hair on your ovaries? Is that what you said? That's what she said that, right?
No, the ovary.
Hector shaking his head yes.
Hector, she said that, right? That's what she said. She said hairy ovaries.
Hair and ovaries
Oh,
production.
I'm sorry. I
Ovarian
hear the word.
cyst can make your body produce more testosterone. That's why many young ladies, because they eat so much sweets and other junk food, and then they grow so many cysts in the ovaries, and each cyst will release testosterone. And so with a high level of
Really?
testosterone, women will lose their period, and then they started growing hair
On their
lips.
face.
It's polycystic ovarian syndrome, right?
Yeah,
You know,
polycystic
it's amazing. It's amazing what you're talking about, because a lot of young women, they get the cysts on the ovaries, and now there's a reason. Did you know this?
I did not realize from eating
There's
all
a
the
reason
sweets
for
and
it.
the sugar.
Yes.
Yeah, it all goes back to like when you look at the hormones that are produced, and it's from poor blood sugar management, basically. So you get a lot of insulin resistance. It's called a metabolic syndrome.
Yes.
And there's a bunch of stuff that goes together. There's the hypertension, there's the
You've always known
trouble
this?
obesity. Yeah.
But even when you don't have metabolic syndrome. You had metabolic syndrome.
I don't have no hairy ovaries.
No, but
No.
PCOS is a common thing in young women, and you'll see that they,
Women, Dawn.
they look like they have Cushing's disease, which is excess cortisol, and they get a hump on the back, they get like hair growing, they get acne, and they have polycystic ovaries, and they're also
And now they're using
infertile.
metformin to help with that.
Metformin.
Yes.
Yes,
Metformin
they
can
use
help.
They're using metformin to help with
Absolutely.
PCOS.
Yep.
Yeah. They
Really?
actually just lower the blood sugar, but they really didn't reduce the cyst.
Right.
So they just treat the symptoms.
Okay, I got a question then. Men get cysts in their feet and their hands.
Yes.
Hi, Troy.
Hey, Troy.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Troy, how you doing?
Okay. I was calling to see, so about what I want. Can you all send a gift card for the flowers?
Yes, he wanted to call about the flowers.
Yes, you can get flowers, you can get a card, you can get. I'll send you a whole donkey.
Okay.
What?
My mom's birthday's
That's what I thought. I said, get flowers for your mama.
Where does your mom live?
I live in Pennsylvania, South Carolina.
You're not in Florida, right? Your mom lives in South Carolina?
Yes, she lives with me.
We can get them delivered there, yes?
Yeah, I'll try. I've never done it.
UPS. I'm going to show
All
you how
right,
you
Troy,
do
we're
it.
going to try. When's your mom's birthday?
November 3rd.
Okay, Troy, send us an address, you know how, and then we'll call you UPS, and they will deliver the flowers to Mama.
Look at Jermina. She's got a look of.
Jimmy, I'm going to tell you
Something
something. I got
else
people in
to do.
California that want your flower. We need to talk. We need to chit-chat. Troy, thank you for calling in, buddy, and we'll send you that coffee.
Blossom Moments Floral. Thanks, Troy.
Thank you.
I love your coffee.
Yes, he loves the coffee.
We're going to get your bag. Thanks, Troy.
And the way she makes it, where we at a coffee in about 10 minutes.
Man, Chanel makes some good
Chanel.
coffee, I got to tell you.
You know, the coffee is not supposed to be like a string when you pour it and you cut it with a knife. It's
Meanwhile, she's
thick.
made 2 pots and everyone's loving it.
It is. It's gone. I love it.
It's nice when it's strong. Gives you that kick that you need.
I'm a true Italian.
Yeah.
All right, Troy.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right.
You know, I saw Dr. Lee about 3 weeks ago, and she says, "Why are you so nervous?"
Yeah, why are you so nervous?
I was a little nervous because I had so many bad reactions to some other things. I had been trying to regulate my hormones over the past year, and
What's wrong
everything
with your
sorta went-
hormones?
Well, I'm plus 50. Let's just put it that way. And plus 50,
That's
things
not even
go
true.
A little, they go a little wacky.
You know
upside
she's
down.
not. You know she's not even 50. She's not.
I'm
Her
on the other side of 50.
If you saw the shoot yesterday, her daughter and her standing next to each other. How old is your daughter?
26.
You got to be maybe 32.
Those numbers don't
You
work
and
out
her,
so well.
yeah, but you and her look exactly the same.
Thank
That's
you.
nice.
But on the plus side of 50, things get a little out of whack, and you try all of everything, and not everything goes the way it's supposed to.
So what you do?
So I went to see Dr. Lee because some of the things that my GYN had prescribed they weren't reacting on me the way I wanted them to react. And she said, all right, in 2 to 3 days, you're going to feel this. And day 3, exactly what she said happened. I went, holy cow. That's when I told Dr. Lynette, this is amazing. And if I can get off some of these synthetic hormones, which I'm off of, I just went cold turkey off. And luckily I can do that because
Okay.
Dr. Lee is back in town.
Hold on a second, Dr. Lee. You must give me a memo when you are messing with this lady's hormones. Because we all got to be ready for the Hurricane Dawn. She was driving everybody bonkers. The energy level that came in here, she was like, okay, do this and do that and do that. And I'm looking at her, I says, Dawn, you have me doing this. I can't do that until I finish this. Yeah, but you got to do that next.
I saw you on that Monday. On Wednesday, he said, oh my goodness,
What
what
the-
happened to you? Right?
It was unreal.
Her energy was. I remember coming in. Her energy was like through the roof.
I wanted to run. And I
What did
said,
you do?
wait
You
till
just
I
opened
find
up
Dr. Lee.
Everything?
I think what happens is you have naturally higher level of estrogen compared to your age, and that estrogen actually making the brain cells connect to each other, give you so much ideas and energies. But then we need a progesterone balance a little bit. Otherwise, you will burn out. You will
No, let her burn out. Let her burn out. Doc, she was writing with both hands, right? She was writing a letter in this hand, a proposal in this hand, and she was on a phone call conversation. I was like, who are you?
But you know the amazing thing is,
At the
you
same
did all
time.
this with needles. I didn't have to take any supplements yet, which I'm sure we can always add to it. No hormone supplements, no pellets, nothing. This was all done without ingesting any form of hormones, and that is the beauty.
And
of it.
we met at a location. We went to do a location look, and she's parking, and she's going around me. I'm standing there going like this. She drove right by me, and again made a U-turn, drove by me, and again then U-turn, drove by. I says, okay, enough. What is wrong with you?
It took me an hour to get
It took her
someplace.
an hour,
It should have taken me
and she
5
kept
minutes.
going in circles around me. I'm saying,
true.
okay, Doc, gonna call Boston and find out what the hell. How do you get the batteries out of this one?
But think about it. You have an office here in Boca. You come once a month. Who does that?
She does.
You have that many people that need you here in South Florida.
Yes, I'm planning to stay here next winter, so I'm kind of in a transferring period that transfer the patients over there to another acupuncturist. But talking about estrogen and progesterone balance, we really need a balance. If you have less progesterone, not sufficient, then your brain just think 1,000 things at one time. And then you have so much energy and ideas, but sometimes we need to focus on one and then finish and move to another one. And also we want to protect us because too much stimulation will cause hyperactive immune function. And that's why women tend to develop autoimmune disease when their estrogen is relatively too high to progesterone during perimenopause and menopause. So if we can achieve the balance, then we can do things more thoroughly, more efficiently, and also, balance the immune function and also the digestion. I think
Well, I was reading what you sent me, and last Christmas I got really sick with my stomach, and doctors, and no one knew what it was. And finally, 8 months later, when I went to the GYN for a checkup, she says, "Oh, digestion issues are all related to perimenopause and menopause." Why doesn't anyone tell you that?
It's because of the lactobacillus.
To that
Decreased
lactobacillus
estrogen
thing.
is directly correlated with a reduction in lactobacillus,
But think how
which
many
increases the
women-
leaky gut.
But what the
Right?
hell is lactobacillus?
How many women have leaky gut, are in perimenopause,
And it all goes
menopause,
together.
and they don't realize? So you're going from doctor to doctor. And someone said to me, "It's my stomach. A girlfriend.
Well, that was easy.
My stomach. My hair is falling out. I'm gaining weight. I'm cranky."
That was
I'm
you?
No, but I went out for dinner with
Your hair's falling out too?
No, thankfully it's not because
Good
I
thing
see
you don't
the-
have
Growing on
hairy
our
ovaries.
ovaries.
It's a good thing you don't have hairy ovaries.
But I go out for dinner with these girlfriends, and they have 10 things that are wrong with them, and I said, you can't have
Lactobacillus.
that many things wrong. It all has to be related to your hormones.
And Dr. Lee said it starts with the gut, and that is exactly the correlation between estrogen, the lactobacillus, and with the acupuncture and the electrostimulation. When you look at the body, everything is an electrochemical gate on cells. So it makes a lot of sense that this will potentiate or upregulate some kind of positive balance.
I think there's lactobacillus in the essentials,
Okay.
the probiotic. You looked at it.
It is.
There's lactobacillus in the
That's a good
essentials.
thing.
It's a really good thing. So that's a probiotic.
Are you?
Hello?
I'm sorry. Are you? My phone. People calling me.
TV 101, turn
That's-
off your phone.
Well, this is because of lactobacillus.
Bacillus, but that's one of the things you can ingest. It's through the essentials that we have here.
Do you take essentials?
I do not.
Because of your stomach.
It goes back.
You know,
It's a lot of things.
The funny thing is that it's not one thing with you. It's like 14,000.
Well, that's what we're talking about. A lot of women are going through 14,000 things at one time.
So if you are a woman in Boca Raton, Florida.
Or anywhere that are going through 14,000 things at once.
Yeah, but if you're in Boca, because she's leaving to Boston next week.
Yes, next
Saturday.
this Wednesday.
Now, let me tell you something. You shouldn't go back to Boston for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's 14 degrees there.
It's very cold.
Number two, the Boston Red Sox, congratulations to them, are in the World Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Oh.
So the traffic from the airport to wherever you're going is going to take you 6 days.
Oh.
Just
good
giving
to
you a
know.
heads up.
Yes.
You stay here, we're going to be 80-degree weather.
Yeah.
You can have a coochie frito on the beach. Nice stuff here.
And if you're needle phobic, Dr. Lee uses such teeny tiny hair fine needles. You don't even feel them.
That's if you even go in that direction. From what I'm
Yeah,
hearing, you can
acupuncture.
go in 400 different directions here. It depends on what it is that you... Now, the other thing that I'm really impressed at is that you're able to size somebody up without even knowing them.
Oh, did you see what she did to you last
I
time?
was completely naked. She undressed me. She knew from A to Z what the hell was wrong with me.
Well, just clear that up. He was fully clothed, and he was sitting behind the computer, and she said, stick your tongue out. From across the studio, how many hundred feet? And she
10,000.
said, this is what's wrong. It's your diabetes. It's this. It's this.
She sized me up,
But you had your clothes
She
on.
said he sat too long and he drank too much coffee.
and she's right.
She knew 100%.
So guess what I did? I put my Fitbit back on, and I'm averaging 5,000 feet a day, steps. I walk around the gallery, and I walk at the station.
Did you start in a meditation or lying down? Just
Yes, I started
relax?
laying down
Yeah.
more. I
20
started,
minutes a
and I
day.
feel much better.
Yes. And
You
that's
see, because I've always
Does
been.
he look better to you?
No, I can see from the
the
look.
facial color is.
It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I had too much coffee. But I've always been a relaxed, not intense person. But I noticed that as I'm getting older, certain shoots that we go on, I get a little high strung. But now I said, let me relax and try to think this through, which is what happened yesterday at the shoot, and everything works fine. So there are men who it's like jumping off a bridge. You know, you can be real cool, everything's great, then something happens where you got to do it, you got to move it. It's like jumping off this bridge, and you can actually feel the pressure building.
So that's why you have to balance the estrogen and the testosterone and oxytocin, all of those hormones.
All those things.
Yeah, you have to be balanced. And now man has more breast cancer.
Oh, thanks, Doc.
For the past couple
Doc,
of years.
you ever come with a good news? Like they discovered the cure to men hormonal imbalance or something?
People come to me always have this imbalances of hormones. Like,
Really?
Man has prostate cancer and they got a chemotherapy and then they have the hormone treatment and they started having hot flashes. And that's very, very uncomfortable.
My cousin, Juji, is going through prostate cancer. He just had his first episode of the radiation treatment. And I wrote to him at 5 o'clock in the morning. I got up and I saw that he had put that in there. He says, okay, first treatment, everything is great. And I said to him, Juji, before you take your second treatment, why don't you come and visit me? Because I got somebody, because I knew you're going to be in town. And I wanted you to meet him and just have a consult. I said, come down, I'll treat you to dinner, and then you fly back up. And I want you to meet somebody. So you know what his response to me was? My brother had it. He's okay. This is natural for us. Really?
Let's go to commercial break. It's so sad. It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be.
There's so many options, and that's why we're here.
80%.
Is to share the options. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
I think it's 80% life.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422. What is Debra size? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debra size. Debra size comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debra size can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening to higher level boot camp and weight training. Debra size will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283.
Do you feel tired? Do you feel that your energy is stuck? Are you just existing on autopilot? Are you ready to rise and shine to your fullest potential? At Rise and Shine Holistic Arts, I help you awaken and activate your highest self. Contact me at 619-249-3157 or Rise and Shine Holistic Arts on Facebook. Rise and shine to your yes, your excellent self.
watching the Brooklyn Café, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddy S.
We need more cowbell.
We need more cowbell.
And we're back.
Hey, Joe, are you on the board? Who's on the board today? Joe, are you there? Is Joe there? Joe!
Yes, he is.
Joe, I need a favor.
What you need?
I have somebody, Jojo wants to call in from Cabo St. Luke, from Mexico, and I need the 561 number. Can you say it over the air?
Yes, I can, as soon as I check it myself.
All right, whenever you get a chance.
When you get a chance, that way Jojo wants to call in from Cabo St. Luke.
And we're here with Dr. Lee and Dr. Lynette. We're talking hormones and balancing your hormones with acupuncture, and so much is due to the probiotics. Like, it's so connected, and I don't think that's the biggest message I can get out to women and men, that if you've got 14 things wrong with you, or 40,000, or whatever it is, they have to be connected. It can't all be a coincidence that you're having digestion problems and hormone problems and hot flashes and maybe ED for men. All of these things, they become connected, and that's when you need someone to put it all together and say, you know what, we can help regulate this. I know, I panicked.
Why are they laughing?
I don't know why.
You know
they're
what
laughing.
ED is?
Of course.
Eating
Freddie doesn't know.
eating dysfunction.
He knows what it is.
You know what it
It's
is?
an eating dysfunction. That's what it is.
call home. What is it?
ET or ED?
I'm joking. ED.
ED is eating dysfunction. I
No,
know
it's
what
not.
ED
That's what it is.
is.
He
I
has a
know.
client that does all that.
I do a show that does that.
But we don't only talk about women. I want men to realize that if you have all of these things going on or certain things, Dr. Lee can help you as well. It's not just for women.
She laughs at
Acupuncture
ED.
can help everyone. I know, because she doesn't think you know what it is, because you kept really cool on that one.
No, I mean, it is. Yes, let me get that number. Jojo, this is for you.
561-988-5470.
988-5470 is 561. Jojo, if you want to call in, that's the number.
All right. So back to hormone regulation, and Dr. Lee can really help with everything.
Now, the amazing thing is that when you come down here, how many people can you see? So if 1,000 people show up, you can see them all? Because I think everybody in Boca has hormonal problem.
Yes, I think
And she agrees.
the
Bada boom.
mood, how can we get a happy mood? That's so important. Because when the hormone is out of balance, you're either depressed or you're anxious or you're just not happy. So we really have to orchestrate all the hormones. And for men, estrogen, testosterone; for women, estrogen, progesterone. So talking about menopause, when we reach the perimenopause age and estrogen declining, progesterone declining, you couldn't have sharp memory and you couldn't sleep well. And so you're just always complaining, and then the husband get very, very upset, or the partner get upset, and then the whole relationship is not good. So balancing the hormones to optimize all the hormone levels will make us happier. So when you focus and happy, then you can get more things done.
It's funny because I said to my husband over the weekend, I said, one day someone's going to say to you, do you know what your wife said on the radio? That your wife said that they should go for acupuncture, or they should take herbal supplements, or they should do all of these holistic things over medicine. I said, so when someone says that to you, just know I probably said it. Because it's not that I don't support modern medicine, regular medicine, and conventional. I do. But there are so many other alternatives that people don't realize don't have the side effects.
What about combining things to make it work?
You combine it, I combine it. I have Hashimoto's, I take my regular Synthroid and all of that. But I just really wasn't ready to start
You have your
taking hormone.
what?
You call it Hiroshima.
Hiroshima.
Hashimoto's. But again, that goes probably, right, it's an autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
And it probably goes way
But
back
did
to
you hear what she said about autoimmune disease?
Yeah,
You
that's what
I'm
developed
saying.
this because
The estrogen dominance
Yep.
condition. So
that's what it is. And you have 14,000 thoughts at once.
14,000.
You are a classic example.
But think how many other people are like that. And
Thousands.
And they don't even understand what's going on. And people think it's just aging and there's no hope. There's always hope. There's always an alternative.
And
that's
isn't
what
it
we have to-
fantastic how people says, "Oh, don't worry about it, I'm aging." It's like an
Say-
acceptance.
You combine everything, acupuncture and your synthoid, right?
Yep.
And then you don't look like you ever have the autoimmune or hypothyroid.
Oh yeah, she
condition.
done.
Because most people who have the hypothyroid, their energy is low, and they look so puffy, and they
That
don't
used to
have good
be.
memory.
She doesn't know you from 3 years ago. You
Because
were
when
puffy when I
it
first
goes
met
out
you.
of whack, you do. You have symptoms, and then you go. I went to one endocrinologist, and they said you're just aging. But I was eating right and exercising, and he said there's nothing else we can do. And I found another endocrinologist that was willing to work with me on another. She added Cytomel, so now I'm on
Cytomel's
T3
awesome.
and T4. But still, that wasn't enough as my aging continued and all these other things. And you can increase serotonin, that happy hormone in your gut, through acupuncture.
Well, the
You can help
funny-
with depression
the-
through acupuncture.
When I first met you 7 years ago, almost 7 years ago, you were a little bit. You've changed. You sort of chiseled more of your appearance. Things have changed on you. You have
So
a different
it's not
look.
like
and everything.
as puffy as before.
She's not as
not as
puffy.
puffy as before.
Not as puffy as before. She's not as wackadoodle as she used to be. Except sometimes. Her energy levels have increased as she's gone on. I mean, Dorian's always been a very bright woman. When we had the brain thing here, that she was filling out things, I didn't even pick up the pencil yet. Very quick, very smart.
And the memory is good. right?
Unscary. She does the commercials, and everybody says, "Well, how'd you read that?" And she memorizes them.
But I just want people to realize that there's alternatives, and there's always hope. And all because you're 50 or 60 doesn't mean you have to give up. Someone says you need hormones, it doesn't mean you need synthetic. And get your levels checked or go see Dr. Lee, because there's always an option. You don't have to feel bad. And if you've got 14,000 things wrong, you don't.
14,000 thoughts.
I have 14,000 thoughts.
That's
But
what she
if-
says, her
If it's your
beginning.
stomach and it's your hormones and you're having spotting or lack of menstruation, whatever it is, and your headaches and you're gaining weight, you can't have all of these things wrong with you. You can have the symptoms, but there's an underlying cause, right? So let's get to the root of the cause, and I guarantee you all of those symptoms will subside. It's just you can't keep masking it with a Band-Aid, right? You wanted to put Band-Aids on your doll.
Yes, I'm going to put 1,000 Band-Aids on this doll.
And what all these things do, they're Band-Aids, but you got to get to the
With
root. You got to
pins.
get inside that fluff. And
I
see
have
what
them at
that
home. I'm going to
fluff
start
is.
pinning it up. Just to prove that what we do as a society is we put Band-Aids
Band-Aids
on
on.
stuff. We don't cure anything. Now, it's really funny because we know some people who have come to us in front of us and they said, I don't know what to do anymore. I keep gaining weight. I'm depressed. And they have a whole list of issues, right? And that's their body talking to them.
Just got to listen.
And they don't, I guess they don't want to go and get the right, it's
Or
scary.
even lifestyle, Freddie. I mean, if everyone
But it's
just
scary.
walk for 30 minutes a day, just do a little exercise. It's that easy. It increases your memory. It makes you feel good. It balances everything.
That's
Just
too easy.
exercise.
That's
But you
too
know what
easy.
else happens? I think people get depressed. And whether you look at yourself in the mirror, your clothes are tight, you never know what comes first. You start getting depressed and think, I can't get out of it. I can't lose the weight. No one can help me anymore. And then you go down the rabbit hole. It's our job, it's our mission to pick people back up and say, you know what?
Right.
There's hope. Let's just see an alternative. And we have a list of people that we would love to help share with you. And we do this every day. And Dr. Lee happens to be here once a month, 1 week a month. And Dr.
Take
Lynette,
advantage of it.
Thank you for bringing her here, because I now book my appointments a month in advance.
Yeah, you're the first online, right?
You know, ladies, it's like when you book your hair color, book your appointment with Dr. Lee. This way you know it's once a month is hair color at this age, once a month is acupuncture. You can squeeze it all in.
Well,
It's just about making the priorities to feel good.
But you have so many different groups. You have those that say, I give up. And then you have those that say, well, there's nothing wrong with me, it's just age. And then you have those that say, well, let me take every pill a doctor can give me. I mean, they have, it's amazing how we create excuses.
Well, we lose hope.
That's right. So
Without hope, there's nothing. And I really like what Don was saying is that, listen, it doesn't have to be like this. You know, it's a slippery slope when you get into poor me's or you start going down a rabbit hole, and it's very hard to get back out. So what's good about this show is that you're showing all these options, and you don't have to stay down that rabbit hole. There are many options, and there's someone that's going to understand your case, and you don't have to accept a lesser life for yourself than you. You know, you can feel good.
There's always hope. Dr. Lee, how can people find you while you're here?
You can go to my website, Boca Acupuncture Clinic, and then you can just search the topic, like for instance, depression, menopause, and then I have many articles there to explain that. And one more thing I want to emphasize for women like my age, 50-ish, you need to have regular sex with your partners. Because
And there you have it.
that boosts your hormones.
Was there like lightning in here?
I don't know, the lights
Did you
are sort of
see that?
flickering.
And that's also help you balance your hormones, stimulate your pituitary gland in the brain to stimulate your ovaries to produce more hormones. Just because you're 50s, it does not mean you should give up everything.
I thought the pituitary was in the throat, so it's in your brain.
Yes.
That's why I failed biology in high school.
BocaAcupunctureClinic.com. She's located right on Glades Road, right near Boca Community Hospital. So easy to find on 9th Avenue, second floor.
And if you're not here, the clinic here is still open when you're not here?
Yeah, no, I can refer
To somebody?
Yeah, somebody
Oh,
else.
well, we have to
and
talk
then
about
I'll
how
do
to see you on the phone or something, and then we'll work.
Thank
Okay.
you, Dr. Lee. Dr.
Thank
Arnett's
you.
always back with us with Airbiotics, and of course, bmgfloral.net. Give us a call, 561-951-6343. Call Jermina. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Be kind to each other,
And don't be late.
and always have hope. Bye-bye.